My crosshair came over.
The Admiral is
Too
sending
quick.
bombers after the Corvus.
They'll have to get through us first. Let's take them down.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, we're gonna go for cockpit view because I love this. Yeah.
Scratch one.
Gotta love the cockpit view. It's so cool. Whoa.
Bomber
Boom.
down.
Whoa. Don't like it when you do that.
Bombers are done.
Not yet. We got another squadron coming our way.
Alright, moving up. And that's one popped.
Corvus is hit.
Working on it, working on
So
it.
long. Bomber
Yeah.
down.
You need to stop it.
Fighter destroyed.
Yeah.
Keep those bombers off us.
Working on it.
One down.
Boom.
All right, who's next?
We've got another TIE squadron inbound, but something's different. They're coming right for you. Hello, Iden.
Pask. I knew you couldn't pass up this opportunity.
Believe me, you and Dell are the least of my concerns today. There's more going on here than you understand. Squadron, attack!
Come on. Lock on, you dumb thing. Alright, slowing down so I can get a proper lock on. Locked. He's in a TIE Interceptor, that's why he's so quick. That'll work.
Boom.
Don't like that. Ugh, jeez. Got you in my sights now, boy. But this is the most, like, fourth wave feminist thing for them to do, is to go against a literal patriarch, her father, and against the alpha male guy. It's kind of gross. It's not explicit to the point where they're saying it outright, but it's pretty blatant. But that's kind of the whole thing with Kathleen Kennedy, or as I like to call her, Darth Kennedy. You know, hopefully she doesn't run the franchise into the ground, because this is a franchise that I really like. But she's not doing well for herself. Come on now.
got him.
Yeah, but I didn't get Hask yet. Come on. Whoa. Yeah, got him. But that's what the gun link is supposed to be for.
Iden, are you alright?
I'm good.
Good. Look around you. It's almost over.
Not yet.
It's supposed to be for a kill shot like that.
I'm finishing what we started. I'm gonna get my dad.
Iden, he's not worth it.
I have to try, Del. Now go.
Fine. Retreat!
That shot's cool. And this little sequence is interesting too. Because you're fighting on top of the surface of a Star Destroyer. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, that's plot armor. Because she'd be dead. That sliding and then catching onto something last second, that doesn't really work. Because your inertia would just break your arm.
One.
Momentum, I mean, not inertia. Yeah, inertia.
Iden. Iden?
I'm okay, Del.
Homing
Find a
shot,
way
huh?
inside. You and
I bet
Trip
that'd be
follow the
fun.
next distress signal.
Well,
no way. We're
they
coming
changed
back
my
to you
loadout
right
again,
now.
see?
No,
So
you're
I'm
not.
gonna change my
That's an
loadout
order.
back. No,
Troy,
I think
stable
Vanguard
comms.
would actually be good here. Close counter stuff. And I've got a long range thing, so we'll be fine. No bad guys
Hold
around.
on. I see him.
Yeah, come on. And move up. Sniper. There you are. Dang. And sniper, counter sniper. Well, counter snipe the sniper is what I mean. On that one, actually. Jet troopers, always fun. At least these ones don't generate shields.
Get him.
Come on.
Shot that spot.
Yes, I am shooting them in the groin. Not necessarily on purpose, but, you know, it's where I'm hitting. There's a sniper. Yeah. Moving up. And... Hey! Hello. Thank ya. Move up. That's one. There's another one around here, I know. Oh, I hit him in the head with a freaking grenade. This is gonna suck. Get down, stupid.
Need a disable.
Alright, moving up. Alright. That's a jet trooper done. Heavy done. Come on. Come out and shoot me. There we go.
Let's stun him.
Bye. Alrighty.
That'll work. Let's go.
Inside we go. Come on. Come on. And up. Oh, there it is.
We need to get my father off this ship before it goes down.
They're not too worried about me.
Retreat to Councillor Rex!
He's still here.
Cutscene time.
Admiral, the Empire's time has come. You don't have to go down with it.
This is a rescue attempt. I politely decline.
We have to go now.
Rax expects me to leave, too. This is where I belong. I gave my life to this Empire. Fought to keep it strong. Hard to believe this is all that's left. You saw the Empire's weakness and refused to let it consume you. It made you stronger. That's why you're leaving here without me.
Deserves better than this.
No, I don't, but you do, Iden. You deserve to live in peace. Go. Survive. Live.
I don't see why he's killing himself here. It doesn't make any sense. You know, let's go for another self-sacrificial thing that does make sense. Like the most recent example I can think of is the Star Trek reboot, where Kirk's dad drives the ship. He takes over as captain, and he fights Nero. Yeah, Nero. He fights Nero for like 27 minutes, and then the ship's going down, and he goes down with it because he's giving everybody a chance to escape. That's something. This is nothing. You know, there's nothing to this. He's just, no, I'm gonna die. I've decided I'm gonna die. Don't worry about it. You know, that's, and he wasn't in the story enough to really have narrative weight to it, if that makes sense, at least in my opinion. So, you know, I think it's ham-fisted so that he isn't in the rest of the story. But I mean, by the time they bring up Resurrection again, it's you know, he would be dead.
It's quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Iden, it's over. We won.
It's over.
Cut it out. Cut it out.
The droid tells me you're alive.
Looks like
I'm glad. Now, come on. You gotta see this.
Like, Star Destroyer is freaking huge. Doesn't matter what class it is, they're freaking huge. You know, if a aircraft carrier crashed into shore, it would be an extinction level event for a couple miles out. Imagine now that you have 60 of them and they're twice, maybe 3 times bigger, depending on the class. It's already a crap hole, and no one who is currently living on the planet would still be alive. It's debatable whether or not the planet would still exist based on size. You know, we don't know exactly what size Jakku is. Now we're going back to Pilio, and anyone who's seen the new stuff knows that that's Kylo Ren's shuttle. I've got one of those from Star Wars X-Wing. It's cool. I mean, at least the design for stuff is good, because this feels like an updated version of the old Lambda class. Except for those bombers that are at the beginning of Last Jedi. Those are trash, because it doesn't work in space. The way those things work do not work in space. They're obviously based on a B-17, but it doesn't work that way.
We have been expecting you.
Show me to the prisoner.
Of course. This way, please.
Hooray, now we get to play as Super Baby Tantrum Boy.
You know, if you wanted to hire my ship, you could have just asked.
The map to Skywalker. You know how I can find it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Show me where the old man took it.
I will do my crazy force powers on you. You can't stop me.
Get out of my head!
Ba-bum.
I won't tell you anything.
You think this ship will protect you? Keep you safe.
I'm gonna get you in your memories.
This is where you began.
Yeah, Rogue One, guys. Apparently he was one of the stormtroopers in Rogue One.
Do you feel brave now?
Oh, come on.
Get out of my head!
I won't tell you anything.
Will you?
You think this ship will protect you? Keep you safe. It won't. This is where you begin.
Rogue One was actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be, but man, was it depressing. It was not like a Star Wars movie. You know, a Star Wars movie, you usually come out feeling good. Not so much for this new franchise, except for Force Awakens. Force Awakens was good. I liked Force Awakens. Han Solo was, it was fine. It was just fine, which is unfortunate because it's my favorite character done by a director that I really like. So you'd think that it would be good, but not exactly. It was fine.
What you're talking about?
Where did he take it? Your memories are so easily broken.
Come on. But, you know. And Last Jedi was objectively terrible.
Morsan Tekka has the map to Skywalker.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Where did he take it? Your memories are so easily broken.
Cool. All those are done. And now I can have a tantrum on this machine and then kill my father. But somehow, for some reason, hesitate on killing my mom. And then she flies back like Mary Poppins.
What is it you want, Captain?
Well, we'll just have to see.
I toast Admiral Versio. Impossible.
Grieve later.
Iden Versio. She was brave enough for both of you.
First in.
You're a beta male.
She led you to ruin.
Do you like being a beta male? Do you?
Born a coward.
We adapt or we die.
Iden Versio made you a traitor.
Boom.
You
Done?
think she changed
Sure
you?
is.
That's your daughter.
They had a kid in the intervening decades. I would assume it's something like 2 decades? So we can say feasibly 30 years between episode 6 and 7. Though I don't know necessarily off the top of my head where it actually was that these things... you know, I don't know if they've actually quantified like what year it is. You know, but I would say that Kylo Ren is about 30.
Why did you help
like
me?
late 20s, maybe 30.
Because you asked.
Bad stormtroopers and even worse bugs. Let's relive the worst part of this game. The part with all the bugs.
Faith led you to the Force. The Force brought you to the old man.
Which old man? Is he talking about Luke?
Where did he take the map to Skywalker?
Obviously not.
You were a fool to come back here. It's how they found you.
Yup. They totally found you. I love that there's all these heroes of the rebellion that we've never ever heard of. Did the game freeze?
Bardos.
For a little, but we're okay. Good.
Where your family was broken. I'll break you here again.
You're wrong. I will resist.
The map.
I won't tell you.
Do ya know? Gotta recharge health. Okay, now the health is recharging, I can go back. Is that it? Pretty sure that's it. Sure is. And basically it's just Inception. No. I will have more. And I'll break all your machines because I'm upset. Because I'm super baby tantrum boy. Like, the trailers made him look so cool, and he just has tantrums all the time. He's completely off of the handle. He does not. He has no control over himself. Which I guess is kind of a dark side thing, but you know, you look at the people who are successful. Vader, Palpatine, we would assume Snoke. They're successful because they control themselves. They use their rage as a tool, not as a... They don't just let it burn.
How are you, Del?
You spare me the pleasantries, task. We both know how this ends.
Yeah, and you don't get to be brave. Because you are not a soldier anymore.
Well, sometimes you're too old to be a soldier. Or you don't need to be a soldier anymore. Sometimes there are times of peace.
Fatherhood. All in cargo on the Corvus.
You know, Iden may have betrayed me. But you, Del, you let me down! You...
We all change, don't we? Hey? And look at you.
Weird thing that I just
You
noticed.
used to be dead.
This relationship between Iden and Del and Leia and Han post episode 6 kind of take the same thing, because he goes back to being a smuggler. He goes, you know, Del here becomes a merchant, basically, or a, you know, a smuggler again.
Don't go after her.
But the dads are absentee.
It won't end well for you.
Is that a Kathleen Kennedy thing, or is it a coincidence?
Please.
I mean, it could be either way. No, they shot him many times.
So, Project Resurrection can continue as planned.
On the contrary, Gleb. I sought you out because you were useful to me once. We rebuilt your home and we allowed Janata Security to maintain control of the system, but in return you have fallen behind schedule and you have allowed an outsider to discover our plan.
An honest mistake, I assure you.
I'm just a weak-old spider lady.
Locate the pinning operation and no triple our efforts on Athena.
Well, I shall leave behind a few of my men to see that you do. Make sure you bury Del Miko and his crew. But leave the Corvus alone.
You know it will lead her back here.
I'm planning on it.
So that's the end of the original campaign of Star Wars Battlefront 2. So the next episode we will be on Resurrection. Hooray, I got rewards. I can visit your career/milestones page to access the rewards. But yeah, we'll be back soon. It's not done, obviously. We don't even have a credit roll on this. But, Resurrection is the second part of the story, and it takes place during the First Order, Kathleen Kennedy era, basically. So that's interesting. It takes place, from what I can assume, slightly before Episode 7. So yeah, stay tuned for that.